So to start off this design, I'm going to be sizing up my nail tips, and to do this you just want to make sure that the tip fits from sidewall to sidewall of your natural nail. And I'm using these long stiletto tips, but I'm going to be cutting them down anyway, so honestly it would be perfectly fine if you just used some short square ones. Next up, I'm going in with my Kiss nail glue and just attaching them onto my nails. And I'm going to apply pressure for about 10 to 15 seconds to make sure that they're completely stuck on. And then just go ahead and repeat that with the rest. Next up, I'm going in with a pair of nail cutters to just trim down the length into a nice tapered square shape. And I personally really like the shape after they were trimmed, so I didn't really have to file, but if you don't like it, then you can definitely go in with a file to perfect it. Next up, I'm using my Beetles foundation base gel to apply that, and this is just going to help the product, which is the Polygel that we will put on later, stick. So I'm just applying this to the natural nail as well as the nail tip. And now we're just going to be pouring out some of this liquid slip solution from a Polygel kit, which will be linked down below for you guys. Here is the color we're going to be using. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's called Sea Green. And I'm just going in and squeezing that out onto my nail, and I like to squeeze it out from the cuticle area all the way to the free edge of the nail tip. Okay, so my method of moving around the Polygel is actually pretty simple, and I would definitely recommend it because it helps me so much. And honestly guys, when I first started doing Polygel, it was really hard, but after I figured out this method, it improved so much. So I would definitely recommend it if you're struggling. I start off by pushing down the Polygel into the cuticle area, and you don't need to touch anywhere else at this point. Then go ahead and pull down the sides of the Polygel to the side of the nail tip, and I'm doing this on both areas. After this, it should be pretty smooth, but if it's not, you can always go in with your brush again and just kind of fix it up. You're also going to want to make sure that you clean off your skin and your cuticle to make sure that the Polygel isn't being cured onto that. Just repeating that with all the rest of the nails. So again, I start out by squeezing some Polygel out, and then I just move it into the cuticle area, push down the sides on both the left and right, and then I just kind of smooth it out, and then I cure. That this method is also super quick, and this is in real time, so you'll see here that sculpting out this pinky finger only took like probably 30 seconds. And then of course make sure that you check it from all angles to make sure that it's smooth. Next up, going in with my spatula side of the brush, I'm just tapping it to make sure that it's completely hardened. And I'm going in with some nail polish remover. You could also use your slip solution and a cotton ball to just wipe off the sticky layer of the Polygel. You're going to want to make sure that you do this, that way your drill or your file does not get all that gunk in it. Start off by filing with my hand file, just to remove the shine from the nails, and then after that I'll go in with my drill. I like to use the drill to kind of smooth out the surfaces that I couldn't get with my hand file. And then I'll also use it to kind of like loosely shape the nail, but later you'll see that I'll go back in with the hand file to shape it to perfection. So the drill I mainly use for just smoothing the surface out, and then mainly I use the hand file for shaping. Okay, so after this, I'm going to be going in with a buffing block, and you just want to go ahead and buff down the nails until they're nice and smooth. So next up, I'm just using a white gel polish to paint the tips of the nails. And the brush that I'm using here, it's not actually one that I bought. It used to be a fan brush, so I just kind of cut off the bristles, and it turned out to be this nice liner brush. I'm using my Beetles Glossy Top Coat to just top coat all the nails. And let's watch that glitter come to life. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? Top coating is seriously one of my favorite things about doing nails, especially when there's glitter involved. So again, make sure that you subscribe. All the products used in this video suggestions for videos, be sure to leave them down below as well. Bye, see you next time.